Gosh, I've got my Prosecco ho top on.
I love that. Prosecco
I mean, it's just the most novelty jumper for the most serious of videos from two royal correspondents like us.
Well, you've seen the title, we're here to be your royal correspondents
today,
whilst wearing Prosecco ho ho.
So for those of you who know or don't know, Joel and I sometimes talk about royal things, don't we? Like, remember when we tried to predict the baby name?
Yeah, the royal baby names. We tried to predict, like, loads. We did a royal series, didn't we?
It was a mini series on the royals and just stuff like that. And we've also done videos about what do British people feel about Meghan Markle? Like, well, what's the British response to?
Because this was the perfect niche for our channel. Meghan Markle was the best thing that's happened for us because it's America meets the UK, which is our entire channel. So you guys always ask us questions about what Brits think about Meghan Markle. So we're here to document it.
Exactly. So, I mean, I have been reading this book, Meghan and Harry, The Real Story, and I had to take it with a pinch of salt.
It's written by Lady C.
Lady C! Do you watch her?
She was in I'm a Celebrity to Get Me Out of Here.
Oh, was she? Oh,
she's like, she speaks like this, so she's very like, she's
born
hilarious.
in Jamaica, which is so strange.
She's got a weird accent,
She's the strangest voice. I didn't even know she did I'm a Celeb because I didn't watch it.
She was so horrible in I'm a Celebrity to Get Me Out of Here. Like, she was a horrible woman, but hilarious.
She's hilarious and she's horrible in this book. I mean, I don't know if she's watching. I've seen that she's done YouTube videos and stuff. She's appeared in videos on YouTube, so I was thinking, oh gosh.
I loved her in I'm a Celebrity because she was so like problematic and mean. But
I mean, bear in mind that her job is to sell books, and she also wrote a book about Diana, and that was a bestseller as well. And in this book, there's a load of. She obviously knows her stuff, and there's just loads of things that like stuck out to me about the times that Meghan had apparently been sort of problematic within the royal family. And as a viewer and as someone who's like watching The Crown, I was just thinking like, this must have been so blooming hard for her.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about a few of the things she has done, because I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. Because I love the royal family. I keep up to date with them, but I don't consume all of the drama that's going on. Yeah. So I'd love
much
to
like
hear
a member of the royals, Joel doesn't consume the drama. He just has a royal courtier in the morning saying, "The Sun has written this."
Because it's Prince Joel, isn't it?
Prince Joel.
Prince Joel. That's how I'm known to Leah, as Prince Joel.
Prince Joel. So. I texted you this morning saying, "Your Royal Highness, this is your 9 AM wake up call."
Yeah.
He loved
Thank you. It woke me up. It was great. Thank you so much.
No problem. Okay, so one of the sort of like low key things that Meghan has done since being part of the royal family is that she hasn't really acted as a ambassador for British designers.
Okay.
So bear in mind, she's like the most Googled woman, probably second to I don't know, maybe Kim K.
Kim K first, Meghan second.
At a time, the most Googled woman in the world, and she was never really wearing many British designer items. She was always being seen in Dior, French designers, Italian designers.
And is this a big thing that the British royals have to wear British-made brands?
Mostly, yeah. So they're meant to wear majority British brands. Like if you ever see what like Kate Middleton wears, or like any of them, they're always donning British brands. Whether it's like their hat, this, their
which makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, the Queen, all of them. It's always British brands because it's like if anyone wants to buy this stuff, go support our British designers. Meghan has apparently been told many times by like royal courtiers to wear more British brands, but it's her choice what she wants to wear, and she chooses to wear a lot of French designers.
Okay.
She just about got away with it on her wedding day. She wore a Givenchy dress, but it was designed by Claire something. It was designed by Claire something Keller, and she's a British woman, but designed a Givenchy dress.
Okay.
So what do you think about that? Like, imagine someone being like, Joel, you can't wear that you should, or not you can't, but it's not advisable.
Well, I feel torn. Prince Joel feels torn. Okay?
Come on, Prince Joel.
Because it sounds ridiculous, and I'm like, how pathetic, just let her wear what she wants to wear. But at the same time, I feel like if I was to marry into the royal family, which I never will, but I would be aware that, like, fair enough, I'm marrying into this institution full of rules and regulations, and I have to keep them. And fair enough. If it was something really dramatic, I might be like, no, I want to stand my ground and be like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But something over clothes, I'd be like, fair enough. Go buy me all the British clothes. I'll wear them. I don't care.
I love it. You're like, oh, your credit card, sure, pay for it.
I'd send my servant out with their credit card and be like, buy me all the British brands and I'll wear them.
Yeah.
And also, I love British brands. Like, I wear, I think, probably a lot of American brands, to be honest, and brands that I have no idea. I don't know what All Saints is.
British.
British, is it? I'm wearing a British brand.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
so
great.
I don't know. But
I'm currently wearing ASOS.
Okay, yeah.
ASOS, which just stands for as seen on screen, but I'm pretty sure no one except me has worn this on screen, so...
Yeah, well, I don't know, I just think, it's a little bit pathetic, but it's also like, well, you knew what you were marrying into, so just toe the line and wear British brands.
But a lot of what they say in this book is that Harry was never really a rule follower, and with him being a rule breaker, he's not been that guy at home to like enforce to Meghan what she should be doing or what she should have been doing, and he's just like, Meghan does what Meghan wants. Apparently, those were his words. Apparently.
Well,
allegedly.
I love rule breakers, and I love Harry and Meghan, and I love the royal family, so I'm on both sides.
I know, but do you know what I did wish? I did wish that the Fab Four were a Fab Four.
Yeah.
The Fab Four, like we all just wanted to see. Kate, Wills, Meghan, Harry. I wanted to see them skiing.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know about you, but I just wanted to see them all on the slopes. Like, we're the Fab Four. Like, step aside. I don't know who, but.
And it's not that I don't think Harry and Meghan aren't fab, because they're fab in their own way, but they're not the same fab as Kate and Will, because Kate and Will are like what we want Harry and Meghan to be. Yeah. But I also want them to be happy, so I don't know.
So they used to work all in the same office at Kensington Palace, so they'd have like their office there, and then Kate and Will's would have theirs there. And one of the ways that they sort of triggered the other royals is by deciding to leave. So like they didn't want to base themselves there anymore. So imagine me and you having an office together, and you're in that room and I'm that, and then I'm like, do you know what? I really just don't want to be working here anymore around you in your like. We just want our own space.
Also,
so
it's like, come on, what work are you doing?
Come on.
I do think that the royals are worth it, and they have duties. But do their duties involve sitting at a desk doing work? I highly doubt it, unless they're giving a speech.
They probably weren't like at their laptops. They're probably just sort of reading through things. People would be bringing them information about upcoming tours. Their agenda be planned like 6 months in advance.
Well, we need a YouTube video of Kate vlogging her duty as a princess, because I want to see what Kate does in a day.
Gets someone helps people get glam squad come in, help her get ready, and then off she goes to one of her many appearances and duties. And anyway, so that when Meghan and Harry decided to leave Kensington, that like tensions building, and then people are just like, why are they so problematic? Do you know what I mean? Well, it's just seen as problematic. We'll never know.
No, we'll never. And that's the fun thing about all of it is like we actually know we'll never know. It's frustrating, but it also keeps the mystique there. Mystique.
One thing that I think is really funny is that like as an American, Meghan must have like had some serious culture shock. Culture shock. Yeah. And like I was reading about it in this book where apparently the first time she went into the chapel where she got married, St George's, she said that it smelled musky. And she asked if there could be like air fresheners for the guests, like when the guests on arrival.
But wasn't it like a church that was built in like the 1700s or something?
Yeah, it's like 15th century. Yeah, and it's a bit insulting, to like the people arranging the wedding. Imagine how much money's gone into the wedding, and she's sort of demanding like a scent to be pumped through the chapel, and like I don't know. It's interesting because we'll never really know how much she did trigger people in royal circles, but it's
the funny thing in The Crown, like in this series, you're reminded that actually genuine posh British people like the royal family are actually, they wear very plain clothes, they get down and dirty, they're not afraid to go out in their wellies and get rained on. Like in The Crown at the moment in the series, you see them playing ibble-dibble with all the chalk bits on their faces, and the Queen's got chalk on her face from a game that they're playing, and Margaret Thatcher's there like, we shouldn't be playing this game, because she's middle class or came from a working class family and thinks that posh means like, ooh, whereas actually genuine posh Brits to this day, if you were to stay with a really posh family, they often have messy houses. They smell a bit musty. They've got dogs jumping all over the place. Like posh Brits are actually a bit like
bit filthy. I love that. I love that observation. I'm not that far into. I haven't seen that episode. No spoilers, please.
Yeah, no.
But,
It's so funny when people say no spoilers about The Crown and you're like, you do realise it's history.
I know. Well, we're going to do another video on that about how factual it is and the Crown's response to the Crown.
Yeah.
The monarchy's response.
I know.
It's very interesting. I think overall Meghan has had a hard time of it. The British press have like honed in on her and just made her like the bad person. And I think that anyone dealing with any sort of like negative media attention must be so like overwhelmed. But as you say, you kind of know what you're marrying into, don't you? Someone sits you down and prepares you for all of it.
Exactly. They don't just, it's not a surprise. She would have had loads of meetings about it, being like, are you sure this is what your life will look like?
Yeah, and even Harry was, you know, had been spoken to and sort of told to like, you know, be wary, don't jump into marriage, you know, that burnt a lot of ties with friends of his.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's all alleged.
It's all alleged, isn't it?
Yeah.
So remember when Camilla was made to be such a villain in the British media, because obviously when Princess Diana died, there was just so much hate around Camilla and the way she was so close to Charles and etc. Apparently she invited Meghan to like a private lunch when it all started kicking off in the British press, and sort of told her, gave her some advice about how to deal with being
the hated
member of the royal
because
family.
she's had to deal with it. I've met Camilla at Queen Mary when we used to work
Prince Joel has met Camilla.
I've met Camilla. She was there to judge like an art competition or something with all these school kids, and she was so lovely, and she was like amazing. And I've always been not brought up by my parents, they never brought
up to hate anyone. Camilla.
But like you're brought up in a culture and society that's like, I love Diana and I hate Camilla. Yeah. And I was like, Camilla's lovely. If you should hate anyone in the scenario, you should hate Prince Charles.
Oh gosh, yeah. Can't stand him.
No, but but Camilla was so lovely. But that's really nice of her. I wonder if Meghan took any of her advice, or she was like, shut up, Camilla.
Probably not. I don't know.
I'm gonna get my Netflix show.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly, Meghan has ignored loads of royal advice and royal suggestions and stuff like that. And I think that's just the whole thing. There are all these like, it's all advice and, you know, royal courtiers saying like what you should be doing and what people have done before you. But Meghan's just done things her own way. She's been a rule breaker. She's done whatever she wants to do. And that is what has shaken people, isn't it?
Yeah, it's shocked them to the core.
Yeah.
And as I said, I just feel like, on one hand, I'm like, just stick to it and be the nice, perfect royal image. But in another sense, I'm like, you break them rules.
Yeah, I know, I know. Remember when there were like odds at the bookies that Meghan was going to run for president, and you could make a bet, and like it was quite high up that Meghan was going to eventually end up as president of the United States.
That would be amazing. Imagine a British royal, well, they've had to renounce it, haven't they? But essentially a British royal being the president of the US. Americans would hate that.
I know.
It would be like the Boston Tea Party again.
I know. But she's an ambitious woman, I think, and I think she's unstoppable, personally. Yeah. So good for you, Meghan. And that's it from your royal advisors, Joel and Lia.
That's it. Well, that was fun. I enjoy talking about the royal family because
we would just love to be a fly on the wall. We'd love to experience a day of royal duties, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
or a
we
week.
Would. Or just a week. A week
just
in Buckingham. Just a month in Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day, but I mean, they probably won't invite Prince Joel and Princess Leia to
Especially not after this video.
No. Dang it.
Or the video where I said Prince Harry was Butters. Or was it William I said was Butters?
I think it was Harry, wasn't it?
So sorry that I said that. I'm so sorry. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, please give the video a like and subscribe if you're new here. We post videos all the time.
All the time.
We've got many other channels as well. We've got a Leah Hadzakis channel, a Joel Lia channel, and another channel called Those Two Brits, which is all about exploring the UK.
God. When's that channel coming back to life?
Don't know. It will come back soon.
We'll have to resurrect it, guys, on our next Royal Duties.
Yes.
So we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.